And that group of protesters is trying to get to you, Tony Atkins. Thanks very much. Let's get to Tom Durian now. He's going to break down the district attorney's report on his decision to not issue charges in this case. Tom?
Yeah, Steve, first I want to tell you it's been very quiet here all night. In fact, the only noise you could hear in the last few hours is the hum of the generators behind me running the auxiliary lights at the police station. But right now, there's been some movement of the National Guard. They're headed out of the back parking lot here, which the police department, as you can see, is also completely fenced off. Been quiet, as I mentioned, in this neighborhood, but there goes the National Guard down Walnut here. We're at 116th and Walnut. Now, the district attorney analyzed evidence from investigation from the Milwaukee Police Department to come to the conclusion today that there wouldn't be any charges. We're going to show you some of that evidence released today, cited in a 14-page decision. It's a combination also of some dash cam, surveillance, and cell phone video. Take a look. Investigators say it was this confrontation in the mall between Alvin Cole and another man that started the events of February 2nd, leading to Cole's death.
He never pointed at me like as if he was gonna fire. He just kept flashing it, but I know guns, you know what I'm saying?
The man later told investigators he saw a gun in the fanny pack Cole was carrying. Mall security was alerted and a 911 call made, dispatching officers.
Somebody stated that somebody had a gun.
When the first officer arrived on scene, Cole and others were in the parking lot. Much of the video evidence comes from this squad car. It was synced by the Department of Justice with microphones from different officers that were closer. As the foot pursuit starts, you can hear officers telling Cole to drop the gun.
Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Get the gun!
It's then that you hear a single gunshot. At the same time, Officer Mensah can be seen running and pulling his gun, which we've highlighted here. 9 seconds later, Mensah fires 5 times. In the 14-page report, statements from multiple officers were summarized. Officers Olson and Shamsi stated they saw Cole point the weapon at them, and Mensah also claimed the weapon was pointed at him. Again, the video was far from clear, but there is some evidence that supports those views, at least to the extent they could not be disproven, end quote. Mensah's statement also says he saw the gun. Police officer Mensah stated he fired his duty weapon 4 to 5 times at the subject, Cole, out of fear for his life, as the subject, Cole, pointed his handgun at him, end quote. The report cites the medical examiner's findings that Cole may have injured himself when he fired that single shot. A close-range gunshot wound to the arm was found during the autopsy, and the report says, quote, the totality of the evidence supports the inference that Alvin Cole discharged his firearm while he was running, striking his left forearm. This matches what an independent investigator hired by the Wauwatosa Police and Fire Commission stated in his report. In concluding that no charges would be filed against Mensah, District Attorney Chisholm said, in this case, there is sufficient evidence that Officer Mensah had an actual subjective belief that deadly force was necessary, and that belief was objectively reasonable. Now, the police department reports that that gun that Cole had in his possession was stolen from Milwaukee in October of 2019. TMJ4 News has reached out to Officer Mensah's attorney, but we have not heard back. Again, here outside the Wauwatosa Police Department, a very quiet evening. National Guardsmen and women on the move right now from this location. Reporting live here in Wauwatosa, Tom Durian, TMJ4 News.